Looking for a no-compromise luxury sedan? I'm Tom Voelk for the Seattle International Auto Show, and this is the new BMW 760i xDrive. It's got it all. And get this, the all-new 7 Series is the 7th generation, which just has to be good luck. Talk about living large. This is around 5 inches longer from stem to stern, 2 inches higher and wider than the outgoing model, even though the wheelbase grows only slightly. If tech is the new luxury, this is Versailles on 21-inch wheels. If you like the idea of the 7 Series, pricing starts at around $97,000. That's for the 740i, which is powered by a turbocharged inline 6-cylinder and rear-wheel drive. 3,000 adds xDrive all-wheel drive. Now, I'm driving the more powerful 760i. xDrive is standard. It begins its price spiral at $122,000. With all of the things added that BMW wants me to show you, it's just under $150,000. There's a pure EV model, the i7. The gas and electric versions look identical other than some slight grille and wheel differences. The main options on this vehicle include a $5,400 individual competition interior with Alcantara headliner, $10,000 worth of backseat upgrades that I'll show you later, nearly $5,000 for Bowers & Wilkins sound, $900 for automated parking, and $1,300 for these aerodynamic wheels. And then there's the $3,700 executive package. After a long day of keyboard jockeying, weary executives will appreciate this. Powered doors, and once you sit inside, you don't even have to push the button. It's all automatic. And if you're worried that it's gonna door ding the Bentley parked next to you, no, there are sensors. Motivation comes from a 4.4-liter twin turbocharged V8, still a rare breed in these days of emissions reduction. This is what 536 horsepower and 553 pound-feet of torque sound like on fire up. Kind of a gentle chuff because 760i gets a 48-volt mild hybrid system. The electric motor is integrated into the 8-speed gearbox. It makes 18 horsepower and 148 pound-feet of torque. Not a typo. Oh, and notice that the exhaust finishers are cosmetic. Punch up the sport mode, and not only is there a cool light show from the crystal trim surrounding the cabin, it also alters the exhaust note to something more V8 proper. And there's a boost mode for 10 seconds of extra oomph for drag racing your neighbor's rolls. Not just all-wheel drive, there's four-wheel steering too. An individual setting allows drivers to tailor the adaptive dampers and air suspension, both of which are standard, getting an idea of how very deep this car is. If you're a wealthy person in a hurry, the 760 might be your car. It's pretty darn quick. 0 to 60 in about 4 seconds. From what I understand, that velocity is about the same as the all-electric i7. So if you want quietness, go with the EV. If you want engine sound, go with this one. Certainly, that note is never intrusive. Honest, understated authority. Wish politicians had more of that. The electric motor assists the gearbox, so shifts are almost undetectable. In fact, I didn't even notice them until I really concentrated. This thing is super smooth. The mild hybrid system has another advantage. It produces an unusually smooth and transparent automatic engine stop-start dynamic. Shutdown might not be noticed, same with startup. I only experienced one slight stumble the week that I had this. The 7 Series is a large premium vehicle, and yeah, it's a BMW, but if you're expecting M3 type handling, you're going to be disappointed. This is on mission. It's quiet, it's supremely comfortable, and it does have a little bit more of an edge than, say, a Mercedes S-Class or a Lexus LS. It is a BMW. This car is equipped with a $3,600 Autobahn package. It adds a 48-volt active anti-roll system to shut down body movements. Those adaptive shocks can firm up as speed rises. And while this is hushed, the cabin isn't a deprivation chamber. The Turbo V8 can be appreciated without spoiling the luxury mood. Keep in mind, this has the $1,300 laminated glass option, which I recommend. Make no mistake, the 7 Series is a very large sedan, and from behind the wheel, it feels like a big one, but it's also kind of nimble. Let's do a U-turn here. Wow, super easy. Feels like I'm driving a Honda Civic. BMW's Active Driving Assistant Pro semi-autonomous driving tech is quite good. If the highway is fairly straight and clear, at speeds under 80 miles an hour, it travels quite a ways before asking for hands on the wheel. The twin turbocharged V8 is EPA rated at 21 miles per gallon average on premium fuel. That's pretty good considering the powertrain. Any 7 Series is a lovely place to spend time. If it looks like metal, leather, carbon fiber, or crystal, it is. Notice anything missing? There are no gaping vents. Airflow comes from discrete slits. Flow is directed here. Select any of the drive modes, and the crystal trim does its very best to entertain everyone in the car. I'm just going to let the music play while it cycles through some of the animations, including some of the ambient mood settings. Moving on, as you'd expect from Luxo Transportation, the seats get heat, venting, and massage. Not as aggressive as Brookstone chairs, but it's close. The wheel is toasty too. The latest and greatest iDrive interface is displayed on this thin LCD, and it can be operated by hand gestures that I find kind of gimmicky. And this knob is great if your arms are short or you hate fingerprints on the screen. It's very responsive and clear. Any reflections are due to my camera angle. There are hard buttons, but not many. iDrive is pretty intuitive, but there is a lot going on here. There is somewhat of a learning curve, which is why I like natural voice commands. BMWs are very, very good. It allows you to keep your eyes on the road and do things. For example, hey BMW, close all the sunshades.
Okay, I'm closing all sun blinds.
Pretty cool, huh? You'd have to fish around for all those buttons to do that. There's a convenient keypad. Wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay are energy vampires, so even if you lose charge cords, you won't arrive with a dead phone. This 7 Series backseat is very impressive. It has more features than some cars have in total. Let's start with the basics. You've got your phone charge pad, cup holders, and plenty of storage, including USB-C ports. I like these accessory slots. You can put a jacket holder here or an iPad mount, including power. Let's get this out of the way. Space for 3 adults is not an issue back here. Plenty of head, knee, and leg room. And these pillows, they're super soft. Wish you could feel them. I want them for my bed. The drive shaft tunnel is pretty large. It does bisect the space. The outboard positions are heated, vented, and have a very nice massage feature. There are all sorts of things to control back here, and it's all done with these door-mounted touchscreens, including dual-zone climate control and sunshades. There are a whole bunch of those. Keeps the paparazzi away. Finally, I'm hopping out to show you the last features. Talk about luxury. I could get used to this. Yes, other luxury sedans have this feature. This one seems to be especially nice. Oh, and the screen. This screen is very, very impressive. It's huge. Depending on where people are sitting, you can position the content in the middle, to the left, to the right. Unfortunately, I don't have an eSIM card installed, so I can't put anything up on the screen. But you know what? I don't need a video. I'm relaxed just the way I am. The fancy back seat robs a little space from the trunk and fixes the seat backs in place, but there's still nearly 18 cubic feet, so loading up 7 carry-on suitcases should be a cinch. This is an exceptional vehicle. It's quiet, it's comfortable, but athletic, and it's got loads of tech. Really, it comes down to this. There aren't many competitors in this class, and they're all very expensive. So you really should test drive all of them just to make sure you're getting the car that you want. The 7th generation 7 Series isn't banking on luck, it's a much improved package. Check it out at your local BMW showroom and try out those massaging seats. They're excellent. For the Seattle International Auto Show, I'm Tom Voelk.